Hey guys, welcome to the weekly forecast for the week between the 15th of April until the 21st of April. So here you can see all of the planets with the exact degree and the sign therein. Here you can find the date that we are talking about, so it's the 15th of April, and here in this table you can find the aspects between the different planets. So let's start with Saturday and Sunday, 15th and 16th of April. So we have, first of all, we have the moon in Sagittarius during the whole weekend. In general, this is a very good indication because Sagittarius is a very optimistic sign related with lots of positive things. So probably your mood is going to be very positive, and this is actually an excellent time just to spend some time on entertainment or for reading or for learning new things, and generally you can be more optimistic about life. But on Sunday we have the moon in conjunction with Saturn, so we need to pay attention on that. This is one of the challenging aspects, and actually this can be related with some kind of obligations. So on Sunday you can take care of something that you have to do. You may feel a little bit restricted from something, or like you have a lot of obligations, but this is just the time to take care of that. And we still have Venus squaring Saturn. So this transit is very long because, as you know, recently Venus was retrograde and stationary. So right now it's moving very slow. And during the whole week we are going to feel this square between Venus and Saturn. And in some way, it's related with some kind of emotional frustration, with some kind of emotional boundaries that we can feel, with some kind of restrictions or lots of responsibilities. So when the moon actually makes conjunction with Saturn, at the same time it will activate this square. So emotionally you can feel a little bit frustrated, especially on Sunday. At the same time, we have some other positive aspects. So the transit sun is in conjunction with Uranus, which is related with the desire to do something different, the desire to do something impulsive, to to be something related with your own personal desires, with your freedom. And actually this aspect can bring a lot of excitement for us. So for example, if you want to do something, you can feel really inspired from that. Even if it's related with some kind of duties and responsibilities, you may still be inspired to do that. And actually we have a trine aspect. So Saturn and the Sun are trining each other, and the Moon as well. So it suggests that even if we want to do something different, we are more impulsive, we are more impatient because of Uranus, Saturn will help us to be a little bit more grounded. So you may want to do something different, but you are going to act in a more practical way. The approach is going to be more practical and realistic. And actually Saturn can bring some kind of stabilization in this situation, because otherwise this aspect, the Sun and Uranus, can be related with lots of fluctuations, ups and downs, and Saturn will make us a little bit more grounded. So next we have the 17th, which is Monday. So on Monday we have the transit moon in Capricorn. And actually on Tuesday as well. So these 2 days are more beneficial for some kind of work, so for some kind of obligations that you need to take care of. For example, if you have some kind of business projects, or you need to be really organized, put order in your daily activities, these 2 days are great for you. Keep in mind that on Tuesday, so on the 18th, we have the moon in conjunction with Pluto, and this can make us, Pluto is the planet of dramas. Pluto is the planet of, really strong, intense emotions. So this you can experience some kind of deep, emotions, or sometimes even conflicts, and some kind of, more dramatic emotional experiences when we have this aspect. So keep that in mind, that you might be a little bit overreacting because of this aspect. So it is on Tuesday. So we have next we have on Wednesday, the moon is in Aquarius, so that's a much more positive sign. So on Wednesday you may feel like you're freed from something. So if Monday and Tuesday were more about obligations, work, responsibilities, organizing things, order, and this stuff, then on Wednesday the general atmosphere changes. Aquarius is related with freedom, with independence, with more variety. So Wednesday and Tuesday, even Friday, so these 3 days will be much more, the energy will be lighter for us. It's more about some kind of group activities together with other people or with your friends, and generally you can feel more optimistic as well. And another thing that we should pay attention on is that on the 20th, which is Thursday, we have the transit sun entering Taurus, and that's a big shift. The sun in Aries was about our impulses, our actions, starting new things, taking some risks. But now that we have the sun in Taurus, we should slow down a little bit these processes. So it's more about achieving stability, being grounded, being focused on some practical things. And generally we may feel the desire to take a little bit, to take a rest from all of these activities, from all of these new things that we previously wanted to do. Now it's time to slow down a little bit, and we also have actually on this day 4 planets. So it's on Thursday, we have 4 planets in Earth signs. So the Sun, Mercury, Mars is still in the last degrees of Taurus, and Pluto is in Capricorn. So the dominant element on Thursday is Earth, which suggests that it's time to slow down a little bit. You might still be practical and rational, and it's a great time to focus, for example, on some financial issues and things related with practical stuff. And the next thing we should pay attention on is Friday. So on Friday we have the transit Mars entering Gemini, and that's a very big shift as well, because Mars stays for around 2 months in each sign. So for the next 2 months we're going to have Mars in Gemini, and Mars brings a lot of energy. It activates the topics and the signs and the houses that it transits in the horoscope. So first of all, Gemini is a mutable sign, so it's about making some changes. Previously we had Mars in Taurus, and Taurus is a fixed sign, earth and fixed sign, which is very constant. But now that we have Mars in Gemini, it's more about making some changes, and these changes should happen faster. you may feel a little bit more, ready to take some risks and, to change something. At the same time, Gemini is the sign of communication, the sign of learning, teaching, traveling. So there might be a lot of dynamics in these areas, which of course can be something positive. For example, if you want to learn new things, if you want to travel somewhere, be really active in your communication with others. But with Mars, we always should be careful for the risk and the possibility to face with some kind of conflicts and challenges. And Mars in Gemini actually can make us a little bit more. We might be more impulsive when we talk with others. We may say some things without, thinking too much about that. So just be aware that you might be too impulsive when you talk with other people, and sometimes it may lead to conflicts, verbal conflicts. The communication might be a little bit more tensious. So in general, we can say that there will be a very big shift during this week, as we said. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday should be very optimistic and should be great for, things for related with friends, with other people. Monday and Tuesday are more about responsibilities, about taking care of your work, of your business, and Sunday as well can be related with some obligations because of the conjunction with Saturn and the Moon. And so we said Saturday is great for, being more optimistic, doing the things that you really want, and learning and just feeling inspired. So that's the basic and general information for the week. I hope you use this energy in a very positive way. I hope that it will bring some new opportunities for you. And thank you very much for watching. If you have some questions, some comments, please leave them below and I will be happy to answer them. See you next week again. Bye.